Good day, good people. It's AT Malone, the first of my name because the second is already here. If you haven't already, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell for more videos from your boy. Lots of content, man. This is what I do. All I do is document my lifestyle, what I got going on. I'm not riding a wave of anybody else's success. I'm not doing funky review videos to create content because I'm just not there yet and I just don't feel like doing it. I want to talk about me and my life and what I got going on, and hopefully it's relatable to you guys because apparently it is. We up to 62 subs, over 30K views. So we are gaining traction. We're gaining engagement, and I'm gonna just keep pumping out content, man. I got over 600 videos. So I'm just constantly working. This is why I look all scruffy right now because it's gonna be a long day. I ain't gonna get home till probably late because I gotta take my son to a high school basketball game so he can get him some inspiration. But enough about that. You know what Tuesday content is. We are reading The Richest Man in Babylon, and we are wrapping up chapter 2. Now this chapter is amazing. The ending is amazing. It has a lot of valuable information that we could relate to this day, man. So with that being said, let's get to it. So last week, we had talked about how ARKAD became a beneficiary and a partner to the money lender's estate. So when the money lender passed away, he got a portion of the estate. Now at this point, ARKAD is super successful. So one of his friends said, "Hey, you are so fortunate to share in the money lender's estate." And ARKAD replied, "Well, I had the desire to become wealthy before I even met the money lender. Also, did not prove myself to the money lender when he told me I needed to save 10% of my earnings, and I listened to him. He was paying attention to that, right?" And his other friend replied, "But you lost the first year's earning. That takes strong willpower." And ARKAD replied to him and told him, "Look, if I set a task for myself, I'm going to complete it. No matter if I lose money or there's bumps in the road on my road to completing this task, I'm going to do it, right?" So it takes more than just willpower, right? So his other friend replies, "If this is true, then we will all be wealthy. But it's not enough wealth to go around." Don't you hate those excuses, man? This is why people hate the rich, because they just don't understand. And that's why the rich people look at other people who talk like that as broke, because it makes absolutely no sense at all. There's a reason why there's thousands of millionaires and hundreds of billionaires, okay? And it all starts with this, having the right mentality. So ARKAD replies to him, and I actually highlighted this in the book because this is an actual quote. He says, "Wealth goes wherever men exert energy." Okay? So the example that he gives is, hey, if a rich person builds a palace, doesn't he have to pay for the bricks in order to create the palace? Doesn't he have to pay for the people who labor to put the actual palace together? So it's literally a wealth transfer. I'm paying you to do a job. I'm paying for the materials. I'm paying you to build stuff for me. So how can we run out of money? Everybody's going to eat. Everybody's going to get compensated. Everybody's going to get paid, right? So then another friend asked him, "What do you advise for us to become rich? We're not young anymore. We're old. Can we even start generating wealth?" And then ARKAD says to him, "Use the money lender's advice, the wisdom that he gave me." And then this is another quote that I highlighted. "Remember, a part of all I earn is mine to keep." Never forget that. If you got to repeat it to yourself every single day, repeat that over and over again until it is embedded in your brain. Save your money, watch your spending, and then you will be able to watch your money grow if you follow these simple steps. Then, once you get in the habit of doing that, you start making your money work for you. Make good investments. Don't worry about your age and just continue to repeat that cycle over and over again, right? And this is the thing. A lot of people like to make excuses on why they're not generating income, why they are still living paycheck to paycheck. And a lot of it is just the mentality. And it's simple steps that you can use, man. Pay yourself first. Make good investments. Save your freaking money. There's high yield savings accounts that compound. There are stocks that will, give you a dividend, right? Even cryptocurrency will give you a dividend. Like right now, I'm heavily invested in Ethereum, okay? And I staked 100% of my Ethereum. I ain't got to buy no more Ethereum for the rest of my life if I don't want to. And I'm still going to continue to build up as many cryptocurrencies of Ethereum that I have without touching it, right? And yes, it might be slow, but if you just let it compound and you remain disciplined, and if you want to add to it from time to time, you can. But everybody has the opportunity to change their social class, okay? If you want to be rich, put yourself in a position to be rich, which means you got to change the way that you think. You got to change your mindset, right? So after ARKAD gave them that information and that inspiration, right? He also told them, look, set aside money for your family so when you die, they're taken care of, which means make sure that you have a will. Make sure you have your affairs in order. Make sure that you separate the money and the inheritance appropriately. Sometimes you don't need to give your heirs a lump sum. Maybe you need to give them portions at a time, but you have to set them up for success. And as men, if you don't have like a life insurance plan, which you can get those for cheap, okay? And if you don't have a will set up, you got to get on your A game. You got to have your beneficiaries set in order. So if something happens to you, your kids will be taken care of. Your wife will be taken care of. Your mom, your dad, whoever, right? So I tell my son this, because I'm 100% real with him. Something happens to daddy, you're going to be rich as hell. You are going to be rich as hell. Now, there will be some prerequisites in order for you to get this money, but as long as you do the things that are asked of you, you're going to be set. You are going to be at a level that I could only imagine being at, right? Because, man, my parents ain't set no money to the side for me at all, right? So, anyways, let's get back to it. So he also tells them, look, you need to seek counsel with men who handle money. Utilize that resource, get that advice for them, especially when you are making investments, because they could be the first people to tell you, hey, that's a bad investment or that's a really good investment. So you got to keep a strong financial circle group around you that could help guide you along the path to success, right? Then he tells them, look, enjoy life. Meaning whatever map that you have as far as what you want your life to look like, do that, enjoy it, but always make sure that you're living at your pay grade. Do not live above your means because you're gonna go broke. So do not do that at all. So after all of that dialogue happened, his friends thanked him. Some of the friends got inspired. They got to it. They started saving their money. Right? They started going down the path that the moneylender gave ARKAD. But then you also had some of those friends, and I know you can relate to this. You had some of them like, man, this rich guy's just spewing a whole bunch of information. I ain't never gonna be rich. The only reason why he's talking like this is because he is rich and he is wealthy. And don't you hate those type of people? And I was talking about this a few weeks ago about my cousins because they did the same damn thing to me. I was on my road to success and they were still broke and talking shit, and you have those kids, especially like at school growing up, where maybe your parents were in a better financial situation than they were, right? And then you had those kids that come from, not so well environments, or they come from a different social class, and man, that rich person, this, and they just be talking a whole bunch of shit, which is jealousy, which I never understood it. Because anytime that I had wealthy classmates, I was trying to get the game. What does your parents do? How do y'all live? And then I would map my life out, around that idea and that information, right? So the ones who actually listened to ARKAD, who implemented all of those steps of becoming wealthy, saving that 10%, not living above their means, investing their money appropriately, they went back to ARKAD for more advice. And you know what ARKAD did? He received them. He was like, come on, I'm going to give you more information. Whatever questions that you have, ask away. I'm going to give you the answer. As well as he was helping them invest their money, which yielded them a positive return. That's the end of the chapter. So many gems, so many jewels in this, man. And if you follow these steps, there's no reason why you cannot create the life or be in a specific social class that you want to be in, man. But you have to be disciplined. You have to want more for yourself. That's what it's all about. Change your mindset. Listen to people who are doing better than you. Don't look at them like, oh, this rich person, or eat the rich like some of these, broke, crazy, deranged Democrats be doing, man. No, don't eat the rich. Become the rich. Become successful. Because I live in America. And America is full of opportunities. You just got to capitalize on it. You got to be willing to put in the work, make the necessary sacrifices in order to do so. But don't sit here and be jealous of people who are doing better than you. Get the information from them. So one day you'll be able to sit at the table aligned with them, being on their level. That's what I'm doing right now. Because like I said before, I got a lot of rich friends, a lot. And all they do is give me the information that I need so I can be at their level. All right. Well, that is Tuesday content. This is Chapter 2, Part 3 of The Richest Man in Babylon. Chapter 3 is next week. Don't forget to like and subscribe for the next one, man. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.